Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, 12 on Main. It's the road that leads to all things home. What that means is that we do DIY, we do home decor, we do recipes, we do farming, we do gardening, anything that has to do with home, I have it here. Today I'm doing a project, and it's one that I've been putting off. I'm gonna refinish this table before winter. I'm going to sand it down and I'm going to seal it. So this, I was assuming it was a teak, and that's what it said it was, but I have tried to just use some of the tung oil that you can use on teak, and it didn't do anything, and it actually didn't even penetrate it. So we're gonna sand it and probably just put a water base or a polyurethane seal over it. I may stain it, just depending on how it looks once I get it completely cleaned up. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Let's head to the hardware store. I've got to get some sandpaper for my orbital sander that I'm going to use. So we live in quite a small town, and we're lucky enough to have a small hardware store here. It's pretty small, but it has everything that we need, which is really nice, because then I don't have to wait till I get to the big city, which is like an hour and a half away. So they have pretty much everything we can need for projects, other than lumber, which we can get there's a town about 30 minutes away. But for the most part, this hardware store saves my life daily, because I'm always on a project. So we're gonna go and we're gonna get some hook and loop sandpaper. I'll show you what that is, because I have a DeWalt orbital sander, and you have to use a specific kind of sandpaper that hooks to it. That's kind of my preference. I like the orbital sander. I do like belt sanders as well, but I find that the orbital sander is a little bit more all around. I can use it for just about anything. So yeah, here we go. Okay, I got my sandpaper. So this is what hook and loop sandpaper looks like. So I got 3 different grits. I got 60, 80, and 120, I believe. So what I'm gonna use is, I'm gonna use the 60 first, because it's gonna be the grittiest. You can get like a 40, which is like sandblasting. But I just got the 60, and then I'm gonna use possibly the 80, depending on how it finishes, and then I'll use the 40 last, the 120 last. That way it gives it a nice smooth finish. It kind of is the finishing sandpaper. You can get higher as well. That's very fine sandpaper. But that's what I find I like to use. I don't like having like a ton of different grits, because I feel like, you can use every single level, but I kind of think it's excessive. So yeah, we're gonna go and we're going to start sitting down this table. So before I do my table, I'm actually going to eat my breakfast. My go-to breakfast these days is oatmeal with a couple of chocolate chips. They're dark chocolate chips, allergy-free, and peanut butter powder mixed into peanut butter, and strawberries on top. It's really good. I can use it on my low FODMAP diet. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat that first. What's up? You guys eating all the Wheaties? Yeah. Hi guys. Come here. Hi. What's up, Dad? What's up, girl? Let's check for eggs. Oh, well, what do we have here? Let's see what you've got underneath you. Nothing. What about you? Nothing? What in the world? You better get laying. They're unhappy. We are making them eat all the pasture grass and the weeds, and there's tons, but all they want are treats. So the goats are unhappy, but animals are fed. Now we're going to get working on this table. I'm ready to go. So this is my orbital sander that I have right here, and it has like teeth on it, and that's where the hooks, see, this has got like a felt, so it's almost like Velcro, and so you just simply, let's see, hook it on just like that. So it's kind of Velcroed on there. Okay, we're gonna get going. Okay, so I've already sanded the whole thing with a 60 grit. I'm going to use the 120, and I'm just going to smooth out the all the stuff that kind of roughed up, and then I'm going to top it with the top coat. So now that I've got it all sanded, I'm going to use my leaf blower and I'm going to blow it off and get most of the dust off, and then I'm going to get a good cleaning. If you have a compressor, you can use a compressor to spray off all the dust. It makes it so much easier than trying to vacuum it or just wipe off the dust. So let's see if we can see it a little bit better. It's nice and smooth. I have sanded all of that old finish off, and I'm going to clean it really well, and then I'm going to test a small area with just some sealer, and if I decide I like the color, I'm just going to seal it. I also have a stain that I can use if I decide, but I feel like I might just seal it. I used the same technique when I was creating the desk in my son's bedroom, so if you want to see what it looks like, you can also see another version of this same finish. It's you just look up on my website, and I will have a link up here that you can go check it out. I forgot to record this part, but I decided to use the stain instead of just sealing it. So here I am staining the table. Okay, now I have it all stained, and I'm going to add this Minwax polyurethane. This polyurethane is a fast drying. This is a satin finish. You can do a gloss, semi-gloss, but I'm going to use this. A lot of different products you can use to seal outdoor furniture, and I just chose to use this because it's going to be protected underneath my roof most of the time, but you can use any other outdoor sealer. I added 2 coats of the polyurethane. I let the first coat dry before I added the second. This is how it looks, and it just rained on it, so now it looks even better. But I refinished the whole thing. I really love the way it turned out. And my chairs right here. So we actually have 2 seating areas. We have one here, and then we actually have one around the corner over here. And we're still kind of working on some projects over here, but so we love to entertain, so that's why I have 2 seating areas. I love how my table turned out. We recently got to use it on my most recent fall tablescape. If you want to see how I decorated my fall table, check out the link in the description. I love the colors and the tones of this table, along with all the warm colors for fall. Thanks for stopping by, and make sure to check out my website, 12mommain.com. Give me a like and give me a follow. Have a great day.